How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Switch Planet. I hope you are all doing well. The year is surprisingly almost over, and with that means some game updates, announcements, and releases not too far away. Today we have for you 25 upcoming games from the end of the year and beyond, so let's check out the video. World War Z was a surprisingly good game, especially when playing with friends. It's a fun third-person shooter that has a lot of remnants of Left 4 Dead in it when it comes to the zombie horde gameplay. On top of that, it has an enjoyable multiplayer, but the story is where World War Z really shines. World War Z has yet to have a release date for the Switch.
Screamers will cause more and more hordes to assault your team until you take them out. Easier said than done when you factor in the other special zombies that may be laying in wait. Depending on your prowess upon completing each chapter, you'll be rewarded with new perks for your chosen class and points towards upgrades for each weapon. As you and your squad unlock more, you'll be able to take on higher difficulties, meaning even greater rewards.
Everyone has gotten to enjoy the newest entry, Ys 9 Monstrum Nox, on all other platforms but the Nintendo Switch. Luckily, sometime in summer 2021, we will be getting our opportunity to play it as well. For fans of Japanese RPGs, Ys has been very prominent over the years and is a definite pickup. Persona 5 Scramble is a big title that I have impatiently been waiting for to come out to the West. Persona and Shin Megami Tensei are flagships of Atlus, and Persona 5 Scramble mixes up the Persona IP with Warriors-esque fighting and a lot more open world, and I cannot wait. It is yet to have a release date for UK and the US.
夢物語に付き合っていられるほどいずれ時が来る警戒されて当然だな最悪消しに来るかもそれでも我が輩たちは改心を選ぶだから心の怪盗団なんだよね行こう奪われた願いを盗み出す人々を救うため抗うことを選ぶのですかトリックスターだ何にしようか風だもう一度やり直してこんなことでつまずくような弱い思いではなかったはず
As soon as we get more information on the release date for Overwatch 2, without a doubt, it will release on the Switch, and with it, its new innovations. It may be an enjoyable game to play on the Switch. With the ability to spec into certain abilities and the added story mode, it will be filled with content and things to do.
Now that's teamwork.
Time to learn some new tricks. Hey, chill out.
A strike! Do not worry, I will push it. Okay, other direction. I am good at pushing things.
Another Japanese release many have been waiting to be ported to the Nintendo Switch is on the horizon and slotted sometime in 2021, with some iconic JRPG turn-based battle systems, unique crafting, and lost arts that have been completely revamped and are super powerful. Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4 will release in 2021. Apex Legends has held its ground in the war of battle royales, and with its fast-paced combat and unique set of characters, it definitely was an enjoyable game to play. I felt that the number of different guns and events really made Apex Legends stand out among the rest. Apex Legends will also be cross-platform, but does not have a definite release date for the Nintendo Switch. Promising survival game that has already been released on Steam will have you dropped in the Amazonian forest and fending for your life. It is developed by Creepy Jar and is being updated constantly on PC, which is very promising for when it releases on the Nintendo Switch. Green Hell will release sometime in 2020.
Alone. While the dream disappears, the life continues painfully. If anybody had ever struggled with a soul, I am the man. I've gone so far that I don't know how I'll ever get back. And if so, I'll not be the same.
Genshin Impact is heading its way to the PlayStation this month, but we will have to wait for it to port on the Nintendo Switch. It's going to be an open-world RPG akin to the likes of Breath of the Wild. There are over 24 playable characters, and you have the ability to play across different platforms, which is pretty promising. It's close to an MMO, which is always a welcome addition, but Genshin Impact has yet to have a release date. We got a lot of announcements during the Mario special event that happened recently, and I think there was something for everyone to enjoy. One being Super Mario 3D World being ported over, and it seems they are adding some additions to the game, which is very exciting. Bowser's Fury will expand on the Super Mario 3D World to give everyone even more content to play. Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury release on February 12, 2021. Taking place in China, conquer territories and fight against different opponents in over 340 regions and a vast expansive map. There's a lot packed into this RTS title with over 1,000 officers and 150 characters to choose from. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14 will release sometime in 2021. The Lord of the Rings Gollum was announced during the Xbox event, and will eventually make its way onto the Switch at the end of 2021. You'll of course play as Gollum in this adventure title, which from the looks of it seems to be heavily based in stealth mechanics. For fans of the Lord of the Rings universe, this is a definite pickup.
Right now we are working on the Lord of the Rings Gollum, which is an action-adventure with a big focus on storytelling. We are aiming for an all-round experience where gameplay and story go hand in hand to create the ultimate Gollum game. Sticking to the Dalek tradition of game, we immerse players deeply in Gollum's inner conflict, to tell a very personal story in front of the epic world-changing events in Middle-earth interwoven with this twisted character. Gameplay-wise, we have a range between subtle tactical stealth, some environmental puzzles, climbing challenges and fast-paced parkour action. Gollum is not exactly a fighter who charges into battle. Players will have to weigh their options for every encounter. Dialogues play a very important role as well.
King's Bounty is back, doubling down on more content to give to the fans, with a more immersive RPG experience and revamped turn-based gameplay. All the choices you make will heavily impact the story, and the combat takes place on more volumetric layouts and boards. With an expansive character development system, King's Bounty 2 will release in March of 2021.
The player learn the basics of the game, so they have fewer active and passive abilities. So it's easier for the player to learn how to command these types of units and how to combine their abilities effectively. On the other hand, late-game units are intended for players who know the game and know how to get the most out of its mechanics. So these Mage. But we've decided to shift the balance a little. Warrior gives his soldiers a huge boost to their stats, so each one of them fights much harder. Paladins prioritize quantity. They have very high leadership, so they can take more troops with them. Mage, on the other hand, has a very small army, but very powerful.
Since we've met the end of an era for the Star Wars series, it was only a matter of time we got another LEGO Star Wars title to bundle all the movies in. I've always enjoyed the LEGO Star Wars titles for all the collectibles, levels, and light-hearted retelling of the story. We will be getting LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga sometime in the spring of 2021.
The Force will be with you, always.
Not him, the Falcon!
PC Gaming Show gave us an amazing look at Everspace 2, which looks even more fast-paced and hectic than the first title. We definitely need more space shooters on the Nintendo Switch, and I can't think of any other title to put on the console than Everspace. That and Star Fox. It will have deep exploration, loot, RPG elements, and be a treat to play. Everspace 2 will release sometime in 2021. After hitting its Kickstarter goal, Ayuden Chronicles, which is described as the spiritual successor to the Suikoden series, a personal favorite on the PlayStation 1, it hit its goal super fast and has been promised to be released on the Switch. Another RPG that will be welcomed with open arms, and I am beyond excited. Ayuden Chronicles has yet to have a release date and is most likely still in development. We've been patiently waiting for some more details on the next Bayonetta title, since it has been over 3 years since the announcement. With that Platinum Games magic, it will definitely be a hit on the Nintendo Switch, but we'll just have to wait and see when more details release. Bayonetta 3 has yet to have a release date. We've talked about Hunting Simulator 2 before on the channel, and it is released on other platforms. We are waiting to see when the release date is, but for those who don't know, Hunting Simulator 2 will have you going through different regions across the world and hunt over 33 different animal species, with your choices of over 160 weapons. For simulator fans, this will definitely be a pickup.
Target. Aim well. The better placed your shot, the more credits you'll receive for your trophy. You can use these credits to buy new hunting licenses, a new dog, or new weapons. The right weapon is crucial to the hunting experience. In Hunting Simulator 2, you can build your hunting kit from over 90 weapons and accessories. All the top brands are available, including Winchester, Bushnell, Barrett and Bear Archery. For clothing, choose from a wide selection of items made by Browning, Vernie Karen, and...
Another title that has been in and out of the news over the past 3 years. Metroid Prime 4 was announced, and then, last year, we got the update that it was being built from the ground up. This could be good, regardless of the delays. It could be a much-needed improvement to make Metroid Prime 4 a must-play title. Metroid Prime 4 has yet to have a release date, but hopefully we get information soon. Everyone has been anxiously waiting for the release of the second entry in the Breath of the Wild series, but I can already see it being a hit. With the dark direction they seem to be going with, and the list of theories just from the trailer, everyone is excited about a new Zelda title. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 has yet to have a release date. The second installment of Atelier Ryza is just around the corner, and I still need to play the first title. But this RPG has been getting a lot of traction lately. There's already a ton of information on the website, and even the cover art looks like Koei Tecmo has a clear understanding of what they are doing. Atelier Ryza 2, Lost Legends and the Secret Fairy has yet to have a release date. There has been a mixed reaction when it comes to The Devil's Hunt, which is a cookie-cutter story of demons and angels. You play as Desmond in this action title, who decides to make his way out of hell while fighting through all kinds of enemies. Desmond has many different abilities and different forms to take out opponents. Devil's Hunt is available on all other platforms, but a Switch release date has not been announced.
There's a limit to how high you can go.
We've gotten a closer look at the gameplay and story of Gods and Monsters, and it really looks well polished and exciting. It's been in development for a while, and even the name has changed from Gods and Monsters to Immortals Fenyx Rising. It's nice to see a lot more detail, and it's definitely taking shape. Immortals Fenyx Rising has yet to have a release date. Fans of the Inazuma 11 anime will be happy to know there's a game on the way for you to enjoy. It will focus on a new character, and it looks very promising. Anime sports titles are great because it's the sport with a lot of over-the-top mechanics that I enjoy. Inazuma 11 Great Road of Heroes is set to release in 2021. Pillars of Eternity 2 is slowly making its way to the Switch, but it will not just be the base game. It will include all the updates and expansions previously released, such as Beasts of Winter, The Forgotten Sanctum, Seeker Slayer Survivor, and of course the new additions Deadfire brings. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire has yet to have a release date. Atlas is back to Shin Megami Tensei 5, which is another iconic RPG series that has been around for a long time. There is little information, but the trailer looks promising as far as story. With a 2021 release date in sight for fans of the series, and those wanting a brand new RPG, this will be one to pick up. It's also going to be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch, which is pretty cool.
Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Okay everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you liked that video, please leave a like and subscribe, and ring the bell if you want to get notified when we release new content. We hope to see you in the next video.